welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing stage 2 on deployment, which is detachment and withdrawal. And before I get started, I want to let you guys know that I'm opening up a P.O Box before my next video. So in my next video, I'll give you all the information on that. But I'm doing it because I've been getting a lot of thank you emails, and I really enjoy those, like reading those, and I think it's so great. And so I think it would be cool to open up a P.O Box if you guys want to send me any letters or any thank you cards. I save all of my cards. I have this little like string thing where I put all of my cards. I have one right here, I have one in my closet. It would be super cool if I could have a Brit+Con wall where I have like all of y'all's cards and everything on a little string. So I think that'd be super cute. So if you do decide that you want to send me a letter, my P.O Box will be in my next video. So yeah. So stage 2 of deployment is detachment and withdrawal. And first of all, my husband actually made a blog post on kind of this topic. And so if you want to check it out, there's a link below for you to go look at it. But the first thing that I want to talk about is the differences between man and woman, and specifically more so the person who's staying and the person who's leaving. When I was at the meeting, we talked about how when you're the person that's staying, you want to have all the quality time in the world. Like anything that they do, you want to do. Like for me, I get up pretty early at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I wanted my husband up at 6 o'clock in the morning, because if he was asleep for those 2 hours, I would be missing out on him for those 2 hours. Like, what the heck? I don't want that to happen. So it kind of got a little crazy up in here, but we figured it all out pretty good. But anyways, so I love quality time. While he, on the other hand, which we talked about in the meeting, is the serviceman likes to withdraw. And I shouldn't say likes to, but they tend to withdraw. And what happens when they withdraw is they're withdrawing because they're so focused on the mission. They're focused on, what do I need to get done before deployment? What are the things that I need to do today? What are the things this? What are the things that? All of these different things, that they focus more on those things and don't focus on their family or their wife or their spouse or their girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever. And they forget to think about those things because they're so focused on the mission. And what I encourage you guys to do is, if you're going through this stage now or maybe in the future, to have that conversation with your person. Because when I heard this stage, I was like, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want me to be over here thinking that we're going to get quality time, him be over here focused on the mission, and we're both like, why aren't you understanding me? Why aren't you doing what I want you to do? And then we butt heads, we get into arguments and everything like that. So the key in just relationships is communication. And so we both sat down and we had that communication of, this is what I expect. This is what I want. I need this quality time with you before you leave. And I understand that, you know, you're focused on the mission, but maybe focus on the mission when you're at work. And then when you come home, really focus on the quality time that we have together. So we had that conversation and it went really well. And he was like, you know, he understood that I need quality time, and I understood and acknowledged that he is so focused on the mission that maybe I just need to remind him about quality time and remind him of, you know, let's do this, let's do that, let's go here, let's go there, and just help him out with that quality time. But just working together was really great, and having that conversation of, this is what's happened in the past, because it's like, it's literally a stage. Let's not let that happen. Let's have a conversation and move past that. So that was really great, and it really helped. So I encourage you guys to do that if you are going through that type of situation. Now, the second thing has to do with feelings. Now, women feel a lot more than men. Like, I'm not saying men don't have feelings, but women have a lot of feelings. And something that happens during the withdrawal detachment stage is women, the person who's staying, is like, spend all this time with me, I love you, I don't want you to leave, I love you, I'm gonna miss you, I love you, blah blah blah, like every day or every second. We just say those things all the time. For Connor and for men or whoever is a service person, they don't really think about their feelings. And like I said, they detach from their family because of the mission, but they also detach from their feelings because when they're focused on the mission, when they're focused on deployment, getting things done, doing their best, working hard, they don't think about, oh, I'm going to miss her so much. Oh, I love her so much. Like, they don't think about that stuff. They're not like us women. And so, what happens is I'm over here saying all these things, and, he's reciprocating them, but it's not like he's saying them all the time to me. He's like not focused on the fact that he's leaving because he's detached. And one thing that happened during that week of before he left was he was in a meeting and the guy who was talking was like, there's going to be 7 days until we deploy. And my husband was like, what? 7 days? What? And he comes home and he tells me the story and he's like, I was just so sad. He was like, now I understand how you feel all the time. And I was like, thank you. Someone understands me now. And he was like, I didn't understand how you felt. And he was like, maybe it's because I was just so focused on, like getting things done. And he was like, I just didn't think about it. And I was like, it's okay. Like, I understand, because again, boys and girls are different. They think differently. And so something that happens with this detachment and withdrawal is that the women, us, we think that they don't care. We think that they just don't care that we're leaving each other. And we tend to get sad and upset and think, why don't you feel the same way I feel? Put some emotion out there, my goodness. But the thing is, they can't. We are made differently as man and woman. And my husband, again, he did a blog post on this exact topic, about the differences in the feelings of man and woman. And he explains it probably better than I, but it's just an interesting thing, and I want you guys to know that it doesn't mean that he doesn't miss you. He's not going to miss you. Maybe he just doesn't know how to express it. Maybe he just hasn't thought about it. I told my husband I missed him for 2 weeks, and he said that he missed me too, but it didn't even sink in until 7 days, until someone actually said 7 days. And then he came home and was like, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. So just know that it's just they have to feel it when they feel it. You can't force them to feel anything, and just have those conversations. Really talk to each other. That's the key in the detachment and withdrawal. Have conversations. You can avoid most of these stages if you just have conversations about these stages, acknowledge these stages, and be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to withdraw. I don't want to detach. So I'm not going to. It's super, super easy, and it's probably not easy in the moment, but it can be easy if you talk through it. Another thing that tends to happen, which was said in the meeting, is that the family tends to act like he is already gone. And I feel like this may be a second deployment, third deployment type thing, because as my first deployment, I didn't acknowledge that he was gone whatsoever. I was like, you're here. I don't want you to leave. You better not leave. Don't leave me. Stay here forever. And so I wanted to just say the one that acting like he's gone, just so maybe if you're going through that, you can know, oh, that's what I'm doing. So maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. So again, communication all throughout this video and this stage. It's super, super, super important to have those conversations of what they're thinking and what you're thinking and what your expectations are, and just understanding each other. And you want that. You want to have that good quality time filled, understanding and loving good week. And so, yeah, those are basically all of the things that you go through in detachment and withdrawal. I hope these helped a little bit. This one was kind of like a smaller one, but next week I will be doing the after deployment, which I'm currently in. So I'll let y'all know how I'm doing. And yeah, so be sure to like this video, comment below if maybe you dealt with some of these, or maybe you dealt with more of these. Let me know. And then be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in my next video.